Hi, Mom.
Hi, sweetheart.
So this is fun interviewing my own mom about some Topanga history, Ann Lanaro. And first off, when did you and Dad, when did we all move up to Topanga again? Tell me a little bit about that.
The year of the Bel Air fire, I'm trying to think. You were 4. Oh, you moved up 4.5.
See, I think it was like 1961 or 62.
Yeah, no, it was
61.
Yeah.
And
Prairie was just almost 2.5.
we moved on Webb Trail. So tell me, what are some of your first impressions moving into Topanga? What did you like? And
I loved it because it was so hilly and trees and unpopulated and just different. It was just different than any place. The closest place was when I lived in Laguna a little bit. It was a different area to live in, but people were so friendly.
And you used to go down to Firwood Market. That was your...
Firwood Market was more than just a market. It was a place that you met your friends. And I just loved it. I remember when Clarence had it, and he had a pickle barrel, and he made his own pickles and corned his own beef.
That's so fun.
It was just wonderful. It was just, you'd meet friends there.
Yeah.
It was just a wonderful place to be.
And you had little, because they had, when I worked there, little charge accounts. You could just sign the slips, right? You didn't use a credit card.
I could walk down
Uh-huh.
and not have to carry my purse or anything.
And then just sign the slips.
Yeah, and we could walk back, and then when Tom and Joanne to Spain bought it, it stayed so friendly, and I don't know who had it after that, but
Yeah.
the meat market was fantastic.
Firwood Market was fun, and Perry and I worked there for a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Let me do a quick little picture of that. Continue. There's a quick picture of my brother and I when we worked at Firwood Market.
Yes. And you loved it working down there.
I love working there. The light is reflecting, but here is Firwood Market in the 70s when we worked there, my brother and I. So go ahead, tell us some more fun things about, that was before the hippies really came in the early 60s.
Yes,
when did
yes.
the hippies sort of come?
Well, just after we moved in. In fact, we moved in, they were there, but we hadn't seen anybody that dressed a little differently than we did. And so the first weekend that we were there, Einer said, well, I have to run down and pick something up at the store. He came back home from the store and he said, I don't know what, and he just said, I don't know what I got us into. He said, the people here are really different. They're wearing long dresses and see-through blouses. And he said, I just couldn't believe it. And so we were known as the straights as opposed to the hippies, and then we wore regular clothes. But
there were quite a few straight families, but it seemed like everybody sort of blended, which was nice, didn't it?
Yes, and they were that didn't make them classified as a certain group of people.
Right,
it was
right.
Just the way they dressed, and interesting, and fun to talk to.
And then the arch competitor for Firwood Market was Best Foods, also known as Joe Creek's Market.
No, that was before Joe Creek's.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Best Foods was down next to the post office. That was way before Joe Creek's Market was built.
Okay. Joe Creek's Market was built in the 70s, I guess, then, right?
I believe so.
Okay, so it was only the original strip down there at the center, originally where Best Foods was and the old post office was, and
yeah, and there was nothing as large as Joe Creek's.
Now, in the 60s, that center in particular became tell me about that, a real hippie hangout,
Yeah, definitely. In fact, it would be kind of hard to park sometime because they'd all be sitting around on the steps. They're sitting at where you'd want to park, but you didn't want to just be rude and pull your car facing crazy. But
Society.
just, it was just a wonderful time, but the only part at that time that was so terrible were drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know really much about drugs at all, and so we moved up there, and that was frightening to me.
Yeah, a lot of kids either, yeah, especially when I was growing up, I think, yeah, you're right, and right before. And then it sort of straightened out late 70s and 80s, it was different. But late 60s and early 70s, it seems like that 10-year period was the
Yes.
worst. 65, I would say roughly to 75, if I had to.
Yeah, I can remember so much that one man that stopped by Firwood Market and showed you a picture of his daughter, that she was last seen in the Haight-Ashbury district, and they said that she had moved